did something special this past weekend.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So you did something special this past weekend. Tell us about what happened and what the experience was.
What happened? Well, what happened was
What had happened
is
was
that the healing consultant did the weekend event of Mind, Body, Spirit Expo here in Raleigh. And I have to at first say thank you everybody who dropped by. Thank you everybody who purchased. Thank you everyone who stopped by to just say hello. You know, how you doing? And the people who gave us a lot of laughs on the way, and who were honestly and sincerely genuine about sharing their experiences and why they were coming to see me and to use our products. It was wonderful.
Good.
It was. Well, all of y'all should know. Y'all came to visit too. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I had to cut somebody out 9:45 in the morning.
Ooh. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Don't mess with my Auntie V.
That was an experience.
What's hilarious was I was telling Kim how when I turned around, you were just holding your coffee cup like, okay.
Because I'm like, I don't have to say anything. I was like.
So for those that don't know, here's what happened. Auntie V had a table set up. And in this table, you want to get off on the left and the right side. Each person is given 10 feet. Okay. So the lady had an extra foot, or she thought she had an extra foot, because Auntie V's table was not the full 10 foot from space to space. So she took her table and slid it closer to Auntie V. So the night prior, you all moved it over, right? They moved it back over to where her spot should be. So then Auntie V tells me about this experience and tells me about this lady, and I'm thinking, wow, maybe she came in hot because it was a long day. It's Friday in the evening. You're setting up. Maybe she had a rough day. She comes in hot again, but this time she tries to move me. Ouch. She goes, yeah, I need this space. What space? Well, we're supposed to go from pole to pole. You're at the damn pole. So then I said, well, how about this? I'm standing at the pole. Don't move it past my foot. My foot is right here. Don't move it. Well, you're trying to get her extra 12 inches. No, I'm standing right here.
Yeah, he was.
And then next day, everybody gets a little quiet and she starts murmuring to her little partner, well, we can't move the table. You're not moving the table. I'm standing at the pole.
Yes, that's a true. That is a true.
The guy that's on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, and then I turn around and Auntie V's holding her coffee cup. Yeah, she goes,
I'm like,
okay.
I'm sitting up there with my little cup, and I'm like, okay.
And then enters Tony.
Yeah. Hey, Coach. Good morning. So we just had to make sure everything was right and everything is fair.
And mind you guys, this event is supposed to be about, finding your peace, good energy, holistic care, being balanced. And then you're coming in with first thing in the morning with negative energy. Yeah. Girl, somebody should have blew some damn sage in your face, bitch. Back the fuck up.
It was just, I remember just thinking, okay. Because Coach was just like, he was literally right here on the line.
I'm not moving.
I ain't moving. And I mean, and I, she was just like,
her entitlement showed.
Yeah. And I was like, well, okay then. I'm going to sit here.
I guess that's the perk of having a big black man. Yes. Hello. Because damn it, we're not doing this at 9:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like we haven't even started yet.
No, we had not. No, we had not.
And if anything, we should be talking in tones like this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everyone. How are you?
Because we were feeling this morning. We were enjoying our black selves that morning. We were laughing, joking, getting excited about the day. And she was on time, whereas the person coming in was not.
Yes.
So then now you coming in hot because you want to hurry up and get everything together. No.
With your cheap ass crystals, girl, you got them off Alibaba. Don't nobody want that shit.
She was coming in hot.
She came in hot.
Because because that Friday, because I think I was leaving because I'd already set up, and she came in and it was just this thing, and I was like, well, what are we doing here?
Yeah, why?
What are we doing? And then she discussed about her drive in, and and it was just kind of, and I'm like,
yeah, so what?
ex, and she was quiet the whole time.
Who was?
The woman next to you.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
The whole day, the whole 2-day event.
Because she knew better.
Yeah.
Was...
She even said goodbye.
Oh
yeah. When we were leaving, she was like, "Bye." Both of them.
Had to have that mood changer. In the, I'm trying to tell you, and I didn't necessarily look, my best. I looked like I had just got off the street. I had my skull cap slightly cocked.
Menacing. He looked menacing. He looked like he was ready.
I did not look like Coach or Mr. Blocker.
No,
I looked like I'm about that action this morning.
And then he was kind of buffed up. He was like, "Okay, we doing this."
Yeah.
All right. That's why I was like, you know what? I got my little stuff here. I'm gonna pour this, and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna pour this.
And she did.
I'm now vested. I want to see what's gonna happen. I'm
Don't move it past me. I'm at the pole. I said, I'm at the damn pole. Don't move it past the pole. I'm standing right here.
Yeah, because I got to see this. Because now I'm vested.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, we're not. And then don't be nice because now you're embarrassed. You could have came with a completely different approach, and you don't know what the outcome could have been if you just would have been sweet, been kind, and communicated. But you and your cheap ass crystals, that you got off of some random ass website that you're trying to get over on people, because that shit, it didn't even sparkle. Like, it just looked like, it came from a discount store or something like that. You came in there with a bad energy. That's why I know your shit don't work, because where my good cousin, took me to the very, very nice 2 vendors that had bracelets and stuff like that, their energy was amazing. And you could feel it in the exchange. With her, you're over here trying to, hoot and holler and all stuff like that. That's why no one bought your shit.
Yeah.
Like, they went right around the corner to the other 2 people who had positive energy and were talking to you and, through you instead of at you. So, bitch, no better for you. I hope you didn't make a single cent.
So, cuz, what was your experience in the event? Because you were there both days.
I thought it was amazing. We were able to actually use the product on some of the people that came, and it made a lot of difference as to who was purchasing and things like that. So some people we were asking, like, are you in pain? And they was like, yes, like my shoulder hurts or my knee hurts. And we were like, well, do you mind if we, rub some on you? And then they was like, okay. And we like massaged it in, and we'd be like, all right, well, you can go walk around and, let us know how you feel, later. And everyone that we actually touched and rubbed the product on came back and made a purchase. And so it was amazing to see how this product is like really helping people. And a lot of people are skeptical because when they think CBD, they think like, oh, I've tried that before. It doesn't really work. And, when you give them the chance to actually test the product before they buy it, they're like, okay, this is not just any CBD.
Right.
This really works.
Right. So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, the young lady that we were talking to that had the bone spur, when you actually told her, like, let me rub some of the salve on you, and you can see everything in her face change because you could tell she was in pain because she said she had a bone spur. And what was the other issue that she had?
She had a cyst.
Yes, she had a cyst as well. But you could see her energy shift because it's like, I'm not feeling pain right now. And as she was walking, she was like, oh my God, like there's a difference here, and immediately she was like, Mom, like you need to get this. Now, I don't know if her mom ever came back and purchased, but she did. She got the 900 milligram roll on. Was that it?
She had the 24.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the
2400. Yeah.
The 2400 roll on and the salve, but she just kept saying over and over again, I'm not in pain. I'm not in pain, and she was like, it works so quick. So it, like you said, it was really good to see people instantly shift their mindset and say, like, this is what it feels like not to be in pain.
Yes.
And so my question was to what you guys are experiencing is, like, if you can paint a picture for somebody who doesn't necessarily like understand holistic care, like, what is holistic care? And then what is CBD's lane amongst holistic care? Because like some people may not have a full understanding. They hear it and they just move with it and think it's just like, people just smoking, drinking, like you said, maybe some crystals that may make people meditation, but they don't really have a full understanding of like what is holistic care, and then how does CBD fit that? Either or.
Okay. Well, number one, I've always felt this way. Holistic care is up and defined by the person that's going through it, because each person's journey is different. I think that holistic really means just it's not alternative medicine. It's just a natural form of medicine.
Okay.
And using that to help you move through your journey as well as you can define it as well, and doing it in a natural way. And that path, when we talk about homeopathic, that's exactly what that means. It's using natural herbs, natural spices, healing, touch. I mean, it truly is inviting all of your senses, and with that experience to move through your journey in a more natural way. And it really is. It's just using nature's medicine. It really is. That's what I view it as.
Okay.
And and CBD is but one element. And I've always preached that it's not just that. It's just being well-rounded and finding what works for you.
Right.
But doing it in a natural way, in a way that you're not altered. You're not altering your body. You're working with your body.
Right.
You're working with nature.
Right.
Because you're giving this. I mean, it's grown. It's there. It's there for you to use. It's been around since the beginning of time. It really has.
Cool.
That's what you think.
Yeah, when I think of holistic care, I think of the Trinity: mind, body, and spirit. Right. So these products is great, but you also got to do the work on your mind and your spirit. And so, well, I guess the best way to say it is maybe to tell my story.
Okay.
So how I got into consuming CBD was back in 2017. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I'm sorry. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. My dad was going through stage 4 bone cancer. My son had just left the home, going off to college, and I was going through a divorce. Had to sell my home, had to find a job. I had so much going on. So my spirit was broken. My mind was filled with anxiety, and my body was trying to fight this invasion, that was like a foreign agent. And I was struggling with like insomnia, and I didn't know much about CBD at that time. I only knew about THC. And so I started out with using THC to help with my insomnia, but I would wake up in the morning and my body would hurt so bad because my mind was like in such a bad place, right? Because if your mind's not right, your body's not right, your spirit's not right. They all have to be aligned in order for you to feel whole.
Right.
So I was doing the THC thing. I even was going to the doctor, getting Gabby to kind of help with the pain. It was just so much, but I wasn't feeling like myself. I was just kind of like feeling like a zombie, just walking, just trying to get through each day.
Right.
Then I got a government job, so I couldn't do THC.
Yeah, that's right. Preach. I had one of those too.
It was like, what do I do now?
Right.
So I had to look at other alternatives, and then I started doing like meditation and doing other forms of self-care, like, maybe taking like Epsom salt baths that would help like with the body aches and things like that. And then February of 2024, we all were reunited at the Mind, Body, and Spirit, conference. And Miss Brenner had her stand, and she was like, "Yeah, I sell the CBD products," and being completely transparent, I was like, "Oh, another CBD item," but I was like, "This is Black owned, and I want to support it." So I did. I took it home. And at some point I did have some pain. And so I used a little roll-on that I had bought. And I had put it like on my shoulders and my lower back in about maybe like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, oh my God, this feels good. Like, you know, and it wasn't like I had to keep reapplying it. It was like I did it that once and I felt really good. And then my son was recovering from having surgery. And I was like, hey, you know, maybe try the roll on. So I gave it to him. I forgot about it. And then I needed it again. And I went back into his room and I was like, oh, it doesn't work for you. So the great thing about it was I bought this and I was able to get a salve for free.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I still have a salve. And so at that time I was going through menstrual cramps. So if you're a female, you know what menstrual cramps feel like. So I took a little bit of the salve. I put it on my stomach. I put a heating pad, took 2 Advils. It was like 5 minutes. Cramps was gone. And it wasn't like when you take cramp, you know, like menstrual pain medicine. And it's like, oh, I just got enough to like help me cope with it.
Yes.
Right.
It was gone. It was like a girl could do cartwheels.
Yes.
And, you know, like nobody. And I didn't have to reapply it.
Yes.
So that was the great thing about it. And then I shared it with my son, and then that was the end of that. So I had to buy some more. So now I have like this whole regimen that really works for me. So like at night when I get off work and I'm like really stressed out, I love to take a bath. I love to just sit in the bath. So can we just talk about this oil?
Right.
If you're into aromatherapy, even if you're not even putting it on your body, you just take a little pump of this, rub it in your hands, breathe it in, breathe. Your mind, your body just feels grounded, centered, aligned. That's all you need. Like even if you don't put it on your body, you just do that, you're good. So for my baths, I normally like to do baking soda, Epsom salt, and a little bit of essential oils. But I was like, what if I put this instead of the essential oils, baby?
Yes.
Put that in the bath. I was like, oh yes, Calgon, take me away. Like, I might be telling my age.
Oh, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You know what it feels like. And so you sit in a tub with that and your body already feels a little moisturized because you got the oil there. And then you get out the tub and then you put this oil on your body. You lay in the bed, you light this candle that smells amazing. And then you have your nighttime tea.
Yes.
Right? And then to seal the deal, you take these Delta 8 gummies.
Be knocked out.
Let me tell you, it's night. But the good thing about these Delta 8, they're not like your other Delta 8s that you get from like the smoke shops and stuff like that has that THC and you don't know what kind of trip you're going to be on. Like you like, did the aliens come in?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
I definitely overdosed on
one. You don't feel that at all. And you don't wake up feeling like, damn, like I really party hard last
night. Yes. Like I hit by a damn truck.
Or like you took a Benadryl.
Yes.
Exactly.
With that hangover.
So you feel good. And then you wake up in the morning and you have these drops. These drops are amazing. Like they help you focus. You can put it in your tea. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in your water. Whatever your morning routine is, you just shake this up, put a few drops in it. You're good to go. And then midday,
and it doesn't have a taste.
And it doesn't have a taste. Yes,
no,
it's
it
tasteless.
doesn't.
Then midday, like for me, it's like 12 noon. By the time I've had like 50 emails, and I'm just like, okay, my brain is like, can't take no more. I'm overwhelmed. I want to curse all my coworkers out.
Yes.
I take one of these CBD gummies, and it's like the ashwagandha of CBD. Like I'm just like, okay. I can make it through these next 5 hours without killing somebody. So that is my routine. And aside from this, I do meditation. I do my plant medicine, and the most important thing is to really sit with yourself and do the hard work because you can take all this stuff, but if you're not doing the work to really work through your stuff, then this is really all it's doing is putting a Band-Aid on it and you're not going to really feel healed.
Right. And we've talked about that before when we've had James in, how all of this, and James is our therapist, and how all of it works together. And so with your experience with that, Neff, like, how does it have you feeling throughout the day? Like, do you have a roller coaster, or is it just more of a chill, even vibe?
It's a very chill vibe because I'm starting out with taking the drops in the morning, right? And then as soon as I know that I'm getting to that point where, okay, I'm starting to feel overwhelmed, or the anxiety, or, you know, it's kicking
anxious,
in. Take this CBD gummy, and then it lasts me until I'm done with work. You know, and in between that, I do take breaks. Sometimes I'll go outside, take a few deep breaths, I meditate. So there's other things that I'm doing to help this, you know, help me. So it's not just these products. So I'm taking the gummies, I'm doing the meditation, I'm doing the breathing exercises, I'm playing music, I'm doing things that makes me feel good. So it kind of keeps that energy positive, and, you know, and I stay on that like high vibration, so to speak. And then I'm closing my night out with taking a bath. So yeah, that's
dope.
And I think the biggest thing that we are learning from your story is that you decided to prioritize yourself.
Yes.
You know, and it's not like, oh, well, this came first, or this came first, and then I'll take the CBD, and then I'll do that. It's like, no, I'm starting my day this way. And if I feel a certain type of way during the day, I'm also putting myself, you know, ahead again. And then at the end of my day, I'm putting myself ahead. So I think that's another thing that people need to pay attention to, of like, don't wait until it gets worse. And because we talked about that as well.
We have.
Like, let's talk about like doing things before it gets terrible, to where now you're beyond the CBD. You know, now we got to start having deeper conversations.
Yeah, because you got to bring it. You know, we talked about that. You know, pain. It's like, you know, now you're sitting at a 10.
Yes.
And you know, and you can't bring yourself back down. And then you're wondering why you can't.
Right.
When truly what you need. You know, you've got to just try to maintain.
Yeah.
You got to get yourself, you know, right.
Some preventative care, y'all. Preventative.
Yeah. You know, don't go in hard. Don't do that.
Right.
You know?
I'll never forget. This is when we were just getting to learn Auntie V. She came to our black ass brunch. I was stressed out. She stopped me in my tracks and said, "What's this?"
I did.
What is this?
What is this?
Yeah. She was like, "Take some of the drops and you go sit down." And what did I do? I took some drops and sat my happy ass down.
I know. I'm like, what is this? What's going on here?
What's this?
What's going on here? I don't know. What's this? I know. Because I'm like, woo, because it was like, woo.
Yeah.
So don't be that person. Don't wait till you're there. You know, if you feel it, it's creeping up on you. You notice your heart rate is starting to get, you know, high. It's like, wait. Where's my drops? Where's my gummies? What's going on? Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
That was a funny event. That was. Woo, okay. That was. Yeah. You were coming in hot. I was like, oh, Jesus. What's this? What's going on here?
Yes. So, now I got a question. So, like, beyond selling the product, when we talk about just community and the healing consultant as a whole brand, how do you see yourself? Because now we're working with the MS, right?
We are.
So how do you see yourself as a broader assistant in other communities, where now it's not just about just come get CBD? This is about, you know, clinical
education.
Yeah.
It's about education. It's about nurturing. It's about healing. Because we've always talked about, this is just an avenue.
Right.
This is but one avenue.
Right.
For you. But, you know, I mean, we all know. I talk about this. The healing consultant, the brand itself was built on helping others deal with stress, anxiety, and help try to not only manage it, but, you know, maneuver through this journey called life.
Correct.
And that's what it's about. It's about building community. It's about educating and helping people, giving them the opportunity to help themselves, to prioritize themselves,
right,
to understand that self-love is the best love, because you cannot pour from an empty cup,
right.
You just can't.
Right.
You can't do it. That's what the healing consultant is about.
The young lady who was from the MS, what was her name again?
Tara.
So now with Tara, you're working with her. I keep saying we're a part of the healing consultant as well.
Yes, you are.
So now what other footprints are you putting out there now to say, like, come on, come one, come all?
Yes. Well, you know that next month is MS Awareness Month. So we are working with Tara, because in case y'all didn't know, she's an ambassador for the MS Foundation Association. So it's getting more involved in that community, because that community needs they need that help.
If you guys haven't seen it, please go to our the healing consultant on YouTube and check out her story, because it was phenomenal. Because she was dealing with chronic pain since the age of 16, 15, 17.
And she got diagnosed at 18, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because she was talking about going to school, high school, with chronic pain. So if you have not heard her story, please go check it out on the healing consultant on YouTube. You can hear the story again.
July.
Yes.
July.
Now, for a healing consultant, where can I get this?
Oh, well, we know. healingconsultant.com. You can look at you. You're like, work it, girl, work it. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it in.
Let's go. Here it is.
healingconsultant.com. Of course, you can find me on TikTok with Auntie V CBD.
Yes.
We have that. We have you're cracking me up. How can I do this with a straight face? The healing consultant.
Now I'm about to throw you another alley-oop. So say, like,
wait a minute.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Now we know I met Tara through We Are Ill,
yes,
which is an MS convention that they had in Atlanta, and it was African American women with MS, and that was the community that truly embraced the healing consultant.
Yes,
because they were like Neff said, we were letting them try it. They were like, I got fine, whatever, girlfriend. And then they tried and went to the conference and came back with friends and aligned. And we have and if you don't believe us, honey,
testimonials.
Go to
testimonials are there.
Yes, go to social media, honey, because it's on all of my social media. Those women are fabulous.
Yes,
their stories are just, they're heartbreaking. They're inspirational. They're riveting. I mean, they bring you in and they hold you. And you think to yourself, my God, I've got to get this out to more of them.
Yes,
I've got to get out to that community.
Yes,
and that is kind of what started this whole MS society and community, and just wanting to help, because those women, they just almost make me cry. And for them to get relief, I'm just like, okay, we're doing good.
Yes.
And I think it's good to highlight that you are essentially introducing your product to people who necessarily don't know where to go to find relief, or there's a lot of misinformation. Like, your product also helps individuals who suffer from HS. One of my good friends, she loves the salve and says that it helps whenever she has, unfortunately, like a flare up, but there's not a lot of attention being brought to, some of these diseases or autoimmune diseases, where it's plaguing us, and then oftentimes when we go into doctors and we're saying, I'm in pain or this is happening, it's like, oh, it's all right. And, just take this medication, but they're not actually getting to the root of the pain or giving them any sort of relief.
Correct.
Whereas your product is able to deliver that relief. And like, Coach was saying, make sure you go and you watch the episode where Tara is explaining, she's tried everything. And it took her meeting, Miss Verna and using the salve and the roll-on to where she finally, years upon years suffering with MS, got out of pain, and she was able to get restful sleep. And we all know you can't heal if you can't sleep,
right?
So that is a huge testament of, and the testimony is on her social media. It's a huge testament of how well your product is working for people who there's not necessarily a light shine on them,
right? And what I wanted to tap into, because we always hear people talk about massaging it in, and fellas, you know, women do it different than us. We get out the shower.
Right. That was the guy actually. Yeah. When she was speaking, the guy was like, slow down.
So we don't necessarily take the time to and look at the glisten. We don't do that. So if you do want to actually feel what a professional massage feels like with the oil, where can we go?
You're cracking me up. Dream City, Dream City Spa and Wellness Center. It's actually here in Raleigh.
Yep.
Yes, and they actually use the Healing Consultant products,
and they're woman owned.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They're in Garner, right? Garner.
Well, the address technically is Raleigh, but yes, it's if anyone knows where White Oak is. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're right down the street from White Oak.
There it is.
If you're in Raleigh, Durham.
And I suggest that because the one thing that we were talking about as well is getting this to athletes for your healing recovery time, because it will help you recover faster.
Absolutely, it decreases that time.
It decreases it, and it knocks out the inflammation. Because one of the things that I've said numerous times, and I will say it again, is I get chronic migraines. But the roll-on takes my migraines away within about 5 minutes. And it was by just coincidence that I tried it, because nothing else works. I've had doctors prescribe all types of medication to try to, calm down the pain, but nothing took it away. Similar to what you were saying about, when you were having the cramps, like the pain is gone. So I rubbed it across my forehead, just back and forth, and just a little bit on the temples. And within 5 to 10 minutes, I was like, yo, I'm good. And my migraines come to the point where I'm the dude that has to sit in a dark room. No TV, none of that. Like, it just shuts me down for the day. But I was able to do that. And now, even when I can feel it coming, I just go ahead and I'm preventative now.
Thank you.
So it doesn't even bother me.
I'm glad you said that, because Jay's saying the same thing. She said, I've also.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Also, it's been helping my migraines. I have had them since the stroke, and they have given me all sorts of medication that didn't help. I use your product on my forehead, and it's so much relief.
The fact that Kim can see that is amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't see any of that. And she was rolling like it was from memory.
He said, Kim saying, I was desperate, just decided to use her product on my head.
Yeah.
So
yes,
it works, y'all.
Yeah. So make sure. And then my fellas, like I said, if you want to get the massage feeling, because we cheapen our experience with it, just and I'm elbowing ashy no more. Yeah. Go get a massage.
We talked about that. Yeah. Thanks. We ain't gonna do that.
Go get a massage and actually and feel this. Now, the one thing I want to ask both of you guys, because you guys worked the whole weekend, what was some of the consistencies that you've seen from people? Because we say pain shouldn't be permanent, and people hide from speaking that they're in pain. So to get people to open up and discuss it is a big deal. So what were you guys actually experiencing of some of the pains that people were coming up and just asking for help for?
You want to take some of that in there? You want to think about it?
Well, like, they wasn't just coming up and saying they was in pain. No. They was coming to the table, they was looking at the product, and we was kind of taking the initiative and saying, what are you looking for? Are you in any pain? And some of them would say, no, not right now. And some would say, yeah, actually my shoulder's hurting me, or I had surgery. Like one lady, she had surgery 2 years ago, but she still didn't have any motion in her arm. She could only bend it like a certain amount, and she couldn't bend it, and it still looked red and irritated. And we had rubbed the salve on her. She walked around, and she came back, and she bought the product. She was like, wow, I've been taking so much medication, and nothing has made me feel as good as I'm feeling right now. There was another lady who said she comes to the event, and by the time she finished walking the event, she's in so much pain. She can barely stand. And she had stopped at the table first. And it was the good thing, because we was right by the door. So as soon as you come in, you see us. So I had actually rubbed it on her leg, and she was like, okay, I'll let you know, how it feels. And she came right back, and she said, around this time, I could barely stand. She said, I could walk another lap or two around here. That's how good I feel.
That's dope.
Yes.
That is dope.
Because they were concrete floors.
Yes.
You have to remember, they were concrete floors. They are concrete floors.
Yes.
And that was that all of us felt, and people, I think what was interesting is people couldn't really define their pain. And it was just kind of having these conversations. I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation.
Right.
What does it look like? What does it feel like?
Right.
What's going on? And they give you their list of pain meds, and how they have unfortunately have gone up over time.
Yeah.
And I think, dealing with pain all the time, being in my profession, I go, oh my God, that's enough to knock out a horse, but not really.
Yeah.
Because because you're used to that. And then for them, for us to talk about it, and then for them to try it.
Yeah.
And then for them to come back and go, okay, I thought you were bullshitting.
But, right, yeah.
Because I always say, you don't have to believe me.
No,
right.
Just try it.
Just try it.
Yeah.
Because what I've realized is that the conversations were kind of all the same.
Okay.
In that they were like, yeah. No, first it's like, no, I'm not really in pain. Yeah, I am. What's this gonna do?
Yeah.
And then you have to have a conversation.
Right.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Right. So what do both of y'all think? What do you think right there in that little gray spot are like the hesitancies that people have with just discussing like pain? Because the one thing we can say is they know they're in it. It's just being able to verbalize it. So what do you think might be that hesitancy of sharing that? Do you think it's a vulnerability thing, or do you just think sometimes people just don't know how to express how they're feeling?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I think people are still trying to understand and differentiate between THC and CBD and what that difference is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because that was always the conversation all day long. Because, it's like, I tried it and, it was really bad. I got high, and then we have to have that discussion. And I'm like, because that's not CBD.
Right. Right.
That was THC. No, it was weed. I'm like, yes.
Right. I said what I said.
Yes. You're correct. It was.
Yes.
You are correct. It was.
Right.
And that's not this.
Yeah.
And so, you have to have that discussion.
Right.
And for people to associate and help them understand that you're talking about pain. THC works this way. It's not going to address that pain. It can address psychological pain.
Yeah.
It can address depression.
Yes.
Depending on how much you take.
Right.
It can address certain things, and it's good for certain things. It's beautiful for PTSD.
Yeah.
But that's not what you're looking for.
Right.
And that's the thing. That's not what you're looking for.
Right. Right.
You are saying you are in pain.
Right.
That's a completely different subject.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing. Is for people to understand those are two completely different conversations.
So how do we match that conversation with also the experience and testimony that you have given? Because somebody else may think, and like you said, be skeptic and look at it like, I don't know, even though you're expressing like, yo, I gotta chill throughout the day, I'm balanced, I'm able to function and not be in a fog. Like, so how does this education go, and then where do we get it?
You get the education from the healing consultant.
There we go. Bang.
Boom.
Bang. Bang, bang.
Boom.
That's where you get it from. That's where you get it from.
There we go.
Yeah, you get it from me.
Yeah, there we go.
The healing consultant.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good.
On the website. I mean, on all of our social media.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it really is there.
Yeah.
You just got to come visit.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Just come visit.
And if they want to email you, it goes directly to you. You're not going to, AI generated, bot that's going to answer you. It's literally going. This person right here, that's who your emails
literally is me.
Like literally.
It's literally me, y'all.
And I think this is sweet. Jay said, God put his hands on Auntie V's products. Protect this woman.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just so sweet. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, babe. Thank you so. Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and that's what it is. It's it's a mission.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mission. It's a mission to help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because so many people just don't have a safe place to land.
Right.
And I mean,
and that's what this is.
It also speaks to the simple fact that you were in pain.
Oh my
God.
Yes.
So for only someone who has experienced a level of pain can be able to help others, get out of that pain. Yeah. Outside of that, you would just create hemp lotion.
Yeah.
Out of Sims and shit.
Yeah. And we gonna
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that doesn't have any hemp in it.
Nothing in it.
No.
But being as a, like you say, you have had that moment of being having debilitating pain and it then turning into physical pain. Absolutely. It's like I need something to where I don't want anyone else to experience what I'm experiencing.
Yeah. Or at least and help them to at least give them something. To try to cope, because it's a journey.
Yeah.
And it's more than just that. And helping people understand, because I too had a government job. And you just can't go to work that way. You can't go to work that way.
Yes.
And even for me as a healthcare professional, I think we've told my story a lot, but it was a survival mode for Kenneth, because he was like, you got to come back. Right. You got to come back. And it was just a way for me to come back. For me to be vertical.
Yeah.
And cope and deal with our unimaginable loss. And so, but I had to feel.
Right.
I had to get to feel first.
Right.
And pharmaceuticals wasn't getting it was I was numb.
Yeah.
I couldn't feel anything.
Right.
And you can't live that way.
Right.
And that's the truth.
Right.
And I knew that there were people like me who, who are choosing to get up and to deal with their lives. But just need help.
Right.
And don't want to go through their lives in a fog.
Right.
Yeah.
And not functioning. Because you got to deal with life.
Yeah.
You got to deal with life. And that's what it was about. And it was like, I know somebody, there's got to be some, to be honest, I was like, there's got to be some other women out there that are that are just trying to do it, because they still got a life. They still got kids to raise. They still got a job. They still got to function. They still have to do this.
Right.
And I thought, well, shoot, I'm a healthcare professional. I didn't know.
Right.
I wasn't taught that, which is why I went back to school.
Hello.
And I thought there's more of us out there.
Yeah.
I can't be an island. And so, that triggered it, because it was like, my God, it helped me.
Right.
But I can't put something out there and not have a safe place for women to land.
Right.
I can't do that. And so, but I also knew, me being me, I'm like, I got to go back to school. I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I can't have these women out here just floating around.
Right.
Trying some nonsense.
Yep.
Not having a place to land.
Right.
Not having a safe place to land.
Right.
And to try. And for it to be okay.
Right.
And to feel safe.
Exactly.
Because we have to have a space for that.
Right.
We have to.
And
men can join us, but
we're here.
Yeah. You're here.
We're here.
Yeah, you're here.
Yes.
But
like you said, the one thing that I do think, and I take from what you were saying, Neff, and what I take from you, Auntie V, and myself included, you gotta want to do the work yourself, know who you are, and acknowledge the fact that I'm in a space where I do need something, because so many people will just kind of push it to the side and just try to keep trudging on and don't realize that your feet are just in quicksand and you're just digging yourself deeper and deeper, and then acknowledging like, okay, I just need some tools here, and what can I do to get to the point where I can think? Because the answers are there, but like you said, your mind puts you in a spot where you feel like I can't even function. And with products, as a guy, I use them, all of them. So
say that with your whole chest.
In my book bag are drops, because I do, not that I have a temper issue or a temper problem, but as we all work in areas where you have to deal with people, you can't bring everything that you have in that space. So you have to be able to say, okay, let me be able to think clearly. And I do think that, you know, these products with, you know, transparency is key. Yes. And you have, I'm about to throw you the other alley-oop.
Oh, yes.
The
COAs.
There is a QR code on the back of every one of those products that allow you to see what is specifically in.
Thank you, Miss Neff.
It allows you to see specifically what's in there.
It does. Yes. It's called certificate of analysis. Not every, well, by law, you don't have to do that. You don't have to have third-party testing. You don't have to inform the people who purchase CBD or THC, cannabis, weed, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to.
Right.
Federal law doesn't say you have to.
Right.
But you have to be, I have to be responsible for putting that information out there.
Yes.
And it is third-party testing, non-GMO, organic, no toxins, pesticides, because, you know, it begins with the soil, y'all.
Yeah.
You've got to have a nurturing soil in order to produce a nurturing product.
Yes.
But yes, every last morsel, drop, rub, whatever you want to do with it, it comes with it.
Yes.
It comes with a certificate of analysis. So if you have any doubt, just scan it out.
Just scan it out.
Just scan it out.
You know, like so, like that.
So, Cuz, this is your first time here. Do you have any closing words or sentiments that you like to give to the people in reference to the product or just anything?
You put me on the spot.
He does that. He does that.
He got this.
Anything.
You know,
What's on your heart?
healing is a journey. You know, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. You can't put time on it. You know, every day is a new day. Just give yourself grace. You know, find the tools that work for you. You know, and it's okay if, you know, those tools wear out. Find new tools, you know, but don't give up on yourself. It's worth it in the end. It's hard to go through whatever you're going through, but in the end, it's worth it. And in order to heal, you got to feel. So you got to feel to heal.
There we go.
There you go.
Auntie V, close us out. What you got?
Yeah, well, you know, as I always say, come visit us, The Healing Consultant, all of our social media, The Healing Consultant, Auntie V, CBD, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yes. We
All
are
that.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube,
all that.
All that. Buy you something. Test your thing out.
Yes. And March, you know, is, as we said, MS awareness.
Yes.
So it's gonna be about the women. The
And
women.
even though they're trying to get rid of it, it's also Women's History Month. So support a Black woman during the month of March. This Black woman.
Yeah.
Come
TDS Radio will love your support.
That
Y'all don't
too.
want me on. She can be on by herself all month if y'all gonna support. I don't give a damn. Just support.
No, we need you too. We need you too.
Yeah, because that was nice on Saturday. I like that.
Did you like?
I like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So no,
you show up for us.
I like that. That was nice. It felt good. It felt good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Somebody said something down there.
I'm sorry.
I
What we
can't
got?
see.
Is that X?
No, on Instagram.
Instagram. I'm sorry. I'll bring it up. Hold on.
You can see.
And can you see that now?
Oh, love this one. Oh,
with those Hulk eyes.
Thank you.
So do we have anybody tomorrow?
What's
Obi's back.
Obi's back. So it'll be the three of us.
So it'll be Obi. So I'm sure there'll be some cutting up tomorrow.
And we will have nightmare dating profiles. And I'm gonna see if we can get Marcus. He's a new follower of the show. If he can come on and talk about his dating experience as well. So
those are very interesting. So you don't want to miss that because that's
No.
Yeah.
Are you out there dating?
Oh no. These aren't mine. This is my
okay.
profile. No. I've officially given up on TV.
Okay, babe.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, I have to get the story off the air. Oh.
Yeah.
The pool is infested
with gonorrhea, syphilis, monkeypox, Ebola. It's terrible out here, y'all. I mean, y'all seen the dating profiles. It's terrible. These are the people who said, I'm putting my best foot forward. This is what I want to put out in the world. This.
Do we have his picture before we go?
Who are you looking for?
Who? Where is he at?
Wait, what truck? Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's in the drive. You got to go to the drive.
Oh, never mind. We'll have it tomorrow.
Okay.
He was wild.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
He was on them old, like 1991 sheets with his stomach out. You know, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're serious.
Yeah, we're so serious.
We're so serious.
Yeah.
Maybe if he's up close enough to the top.
That
go
sounds
to the Nightmare Dating
regrettable.
Profiles. Show materials.
Right there.
You know what? It might not be because it was on my computer, but check anyway. Go up. Nightmare Dating Profiles.
That sounds regrettable.
No, he's not. Sorry, y'all.
He is.
Wow.
What the hell is going on here? You guys can't see him. Y'all can't see him, but I'm gonna get him.
Wow.
Leave Emmanuel alone.
Wow. How did we even get there with Emmanuel?
I don't know.
Where am I at?
I don't know. Where are you?
I don't know.
Okay, go back to StreamYard. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
You guys didn't see him. We'll pull him up tomorrow for you because I'm sure that is crazy work.
We got you tomorrow, X. I promise you. There's plenty of material.
And hopefully the brother that we get will also show the other side because I'm sure it gets pretty crazy on the men's side too.
Oh yeah.
I cannot imagine.
He's told me some stories.
For real.
I can't. I have to laugh because it's just like, what is happening here? You know.
I don't know. I promise you, I don't ever want to go into the pool.
Don't.
So whatever I need to do to figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out because I don't want a toe in that mud.
You don't.
No, you don't.
I don't know
whatever
what is going
needs
on.
to be done. We just gonna figure it out because I promise you that
it can't be that bad. You know, work it out.
Yeah. I promise you, it's not as bad. Then you got
the candle where it needs to be in the bathroom.
Whatever. Leave the candle alone. Wash the dishes. Garbage out.
Make
on time.
Yes. And then you have a whole entire Facebook group of
it's
people
not hard.
talking about, is this your man? So then now people are being exposed for cheating.
Is this your man?
Yes. There's one for every city. There's one for Raleigh. I done seen a couple of guys that I know in there. I said, ooh.
Really?
Lord have mercy.
Yes, and now you can post anonymously. So some chicks is like, I was with him last night. Oh, really, sis?
Wow.
Tell me what happened. It's crazy in these streets, y'all.
That sounds incredibly regrettable.
Yes.
More than just pee in the pool. That is insane.
Wow.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, monkeypox, Ebola, COVID, pneumonia, whatever you could think is in the dating pool.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Wow.
So tomorrow, yes,
wow,
we will be talking about.
There's a lot of healing that needs to be done.
Oh, and I'm sure Obi has a story as well because she, I think she went out on a date, so maybe we can get her to tell her story.
Oh no, not the little homie.
Yeah.
Oh, my little homie.
I know she's so cute.
All right. Well, tomorrow's another day. So God willing, we'll be with you tomorrow. Everybody get home safe. And if you are home, chill out. Get you some healing consultant products. Get on the website, healingconsultant.com. Bang. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. Peace.
See ya tomorrow.